Aston Martin us.
Aston Martin. I've noticed over the last couple of weeks that Aston Martin values are back up.
Yep.
This Rapide, this V9, we have this manual Aston Martin V12 Vantage that'll end by the time this podcast goes live. But Rapide values have been 53 grand. This is admittedly a special color. This sold yesterday with 32,000 miles. Rapides have been sub 50 for forever.
I wanted to buy one for a while, and then I'm like, I don't think I want to spend that much money on it.
Right, but they're back up especially. It makes no, like, here's one with the same miles 2 years ago, where the market was stronger.
The market was stronger.
That got less. Like,
the color helped this one, although if you go back, the color helped a few of these.
So this is also the facelift one with the bigger grille versus the two smaller grills. Those do tend to bring a little bit more money, the later ones.
Yeah, the S.
Yeah.
Go back to the Aston page that you had, the landing page. The other one that was, the DBS brought a lot of money considering the miles. And frankly, I don't know the market, I have to admit, but go back to the top. I'm kind of surprised already that this V12 Vantage is at 80 because click on it. This car has 90,000 miles, 73,000 miles. This car's like been used as a car, which is totally fine, but oftentimes that really harms the value. I didn't expect it's a 6-speed, it's a V12, but the market is actually appreciating Astons a little bit.
It's interesting. I'm glad they are, because especially seemingly V12 Astons, which makes some sense. There's not that many V12 new cars. It makes sense that there's appreciation. And the manuals, which are incredibly rare, because who bought a manual Aston, seem to be doing incredibly well.
I think the secret is a little out that they're not that unreliable.
Yeah.
I think people have started to realize, like, this car's got 73,000 miles. Right. We get them submitted all the time to us with 60, 70, 80,000 miles. Not V12 Vantages with 6, but Astons in general. Like, they have a rep for being unreliable. Yep. They're not really. Yep. You can actually buy this car and have a pretty exotic experience for like 40 grand in the case of a V8 Vantage.
Yep.
Their enthusiasts have kind of circled around them.
Yeah.
When I bought my V8 Vantage, they were like plunging.
And to be fair, V8 Vantages
are still lower than they were during the peak COVID.
That's not gonna work for you.
V8 Volante.
Heck yeah.
Remember those?
I do.
Wild cars.
V8 Vantages are still all over the place.
Yeah, they're a little all over the place. The early tips are cheap, but a nice later stick is more expensive than it was when I bought one like 10 years ago.
Yep.
I also wonder if they're benefiting from the fall of Maserati through Stellantis. The people that would have bought a Gran Turismo, maybe the Roma's a little out of reach. You say, I have 100 to 200 to spend on a nice cruiser. Aston is a really compelling choice if you can't get into a Ferrari or Lambo.
When are you going to get a Rapide?
There was one on Facebook Marketplace that had like all this dust on it, but he was asking like running and driving condition, and it was like one of those like, oh, it's a leak, but it'd only take $500 to fix it. Like if it was $500, you would have done it. So that stayed away from that. But when the opportunity presents itself, it's on my list.
Are any other Astons on your list? What about a DB7?
Love a DB7.
They're cool for the right price, maybe. I did say I was at Curated in Miami.
It's 20 grand.
And they had a Vanquish that had been manual swapped by the factory.
Oh, no, 3.
Yeah.
Pull up one of those. We sold a few of those.
And with the manual swap, it is so cool. And I've heard the manual swaps are just, it's like 50 grand or something like that.
It's expensive.
It's about the price of the car to do it. So that's tough. But I think you probably do get most of that value out of it. Like you spend 50 on the car, 50 on the swap, probably sell it for 100-ish.
I don't even think you need to spend 50 on the car.
They're cool. They look so good.
I still think one of the I have die-cast models of this car. I love the
still think it's the best looking Aston in my lifetime.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I said it.
I agree.
Either that or the DBX 707 or the Signet.
I think all the Zagato ones are kind of like...
Dude, the Zagato hatchback, I sometimes think, should I go after one of those?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Like, they were new 900, but they transacted at 600, and now they sell for 450, and it's like, but the problem is I don't want to lose.
Still 450.
It's going to be a 220 car in about 8 weeks. So
right.
No. They actually sell
220.
I think, go pull one of those up. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
What the Zagato hatch? It was a V12, the Aston V12 Zagato hatchback.
Do you know in period, I mean, I guess Zagato's still around, but like, were they like Mansari where everyone like didn't get it? Or have they always been cool?
It depended on the car. Zagato had some ugly
They had
cars.
some terrible stuff.
Yes.
Like an elongation.
This is not, though.
Yeah,
this was beautiful.
That was like $1 million car.
But
though, right?
it was. But Zagato went through this whole period. There were some heinous, just type in Zagato into.
Well, it had to be like one dude, right? So like, I don't know. I went through like my goth phase and then like my preppy phase. Like,
and there
you
are
kind of
some
go through stuff.
There are some famously bad ones.
Yep.
Like, remember the Alpha SZ and the RZ? Those are probably the most famously bad ones.
Yeah, the Gallardo one was not good.
The RZ, by the way, is beautiful. So careful.
You think it's beautiful, but generally agreed to be one of
Beautiful
the...
is the wrong term.
Beautiful.
It's neat.
Striking.
Yeah.
I reviewed one. It drove great. weird stuff.
I remember you called me while filming this, and like, I don't know how to put the top on.
I called you. I was like, the manual's in Italian. I need to know how to put the roof on, and you figured it out.
That's excellent.
You know how Mercedes Gullwings or Porsche 959s will typically always be valuable and continue to go up in value? It's kind of similar to gold, which is why we've partnered with a company called Acre Gold. Financial experts and big banks agree the value of gold is climbing new heights in 2025 and beyond. So, how do you get in? Buying gold can feel complicated and expensive, but Acre Gold subscriptions make it easy and affordable. With subscriptions from $30 to $250 per month, Acre Gold makes gold ownership a reality for every budget. How does it work? Make automatic monthly payments into your stash until you reach the price of an Acre Gold bar. Once you pay for your bar, Acre Gold discreetly ships it to your door. And look at this, a real gold bar that Acre mailed to us. Markets go up and down, but gold has stood the test of time. It's real, it's solid, and now it's easier than ever to own. Secure your wealth and take control of your future. Start today at getacregold.com.